So this is the summary video of all the video series we have learned. This is particularly focused on exams. So I will just try to revise everything. Leishmaniasis, it is caused by the unicellular eukaryotic obligatory intracellular protozoa, Leishmania of genus Leishmania, order Kinetoplastidia, and family Trypanostomidia, caused by the bite of the phlebotomine sandfly. In the Old World, it is caused by the phlebotomus in Asia, Africa, and Europe, and in New World, Lurzomia in Americas. Okay. The leishmaniasis I have three types: visual leishmaniasis, cutaneous leishmaniasis, mucosal leishmaniasis. It can range from self-healing cutaneous ulcer to the fatal visceral disease. And the habitat of the sandfly is cracks and surfaces of the wall, tree holes, and the caves. Okay, visual leishmaniasis primarily visual leishmaniasis is transmitted by the phlebotomus argentipus, cutaneous by phlebotomus papartacea, and mucocutaneous by the phlebotomus sargenti. Phlebotomus argentipus is important. Okay, and it can be anthroponetic as well as zoonotic. Anthroponetic means human to sandfly to the human, and zoonotic means animal to sandfly to the human. Okay, human to human transmission is very rare. In utero, it is rare. Okay, mode of transmission, it can be transmitted by the female phlebotomous sandfly, contamination bite wounds, contact or crossing of the insect while feeding, or blood transfusion. Okay. Life cycle of two forms are present: pure-masculine and immature. Pure-masculine is a flagellated form, immature is non-flagellated form. Pure-masculine is found in the sandfly, whereas immature is found in the human. Pure-masculine is extracellular form, and immature is intracellular form. Pure-masculine is introduced into the from the proboscis of the female sandfly into the skin of the vertebrate. Neutrophils predominate and take up the pure-masculine, and neutrophils undergo the apoptosis, release of the parasite taken up by the macrophage and dendritic cells. Parasite multiplies the immature inside the macrophage, drops an invasion of the other macrophages taken up by the sandfly. Immature form transformed into the flagellated form in the sandfly's posterior midgut. Then they multiply by the main pineapple, migrate to the anterior midgut, and can infect the nevus. Okay, and in microbiology, minimum 10 to 100,000 pure-masticates per infected bite is required to initiate the infection. Epidemiology 98 countries, mostly in the developing countries, tropical and temperate regions. Distribution limited by the distribution of the sandfly vector. In the world, leishmaniasis is increasing, whereas in the Indian subcontinent it is decreasing due to the visual leishmaniasis elimination program. Visual leishmaniasis is also known as the Kala Azar, Hindi term meaning the black fever. It is caused by the Leishmania dominant complex. Leishmania dominant complex mainly complex of two types of Leishmania dominant and Leishmania infantile. Leishmania dominant is anthroponetic, whereas Leishmania infantile is zoonotic. What are the zoonotic reservoirs? Zoonotic reservoirs are the dogs, jackals, foxes, rodents, and the other mammals. Four largest foci of the visual leishmaniasis in the world, 90% is India and neighboring Bangladesh, Sudan and neighboring South Sudan, Ethiopia, and Brazil. Okay, Mediterranean visual leishmaniasis is caused by Leishmania infantum. Primarily infects the infants before the advent of HIV infection, and it has a large canal reservoir. Visual leishmaniasis HIV infection, HIV co-infection is deadly because of the combined impact of the two infections on the immune system. Okay, Indian Kala Azar is a non-zoonotic infection, that is, it is anthroponetic, so man has a reservoir. Risk factors for the development of the HIV visual co-infection are IV drug users and other forms of the immunosuppressants. In Mediterranean Europe, the HIV visual co-infection is 70%. In America, it is about 90% from Mexico to Brazil, and in Ethiopia 30%, in India 5%. Immunopathogenesis is mostly symptomatic. Asymptomatic infection is mainly controlled by Th1 cytokine. Th1 cells will activate the macrophages, and these macrophages will restrict the infection, and so Leishmania skin test or the Montenegro test is positive because of the immune response is present, because there is the immune response. Whereas in the symptomatic infection, the immune response is complex, that there is a production of multiple pro-inflammatory cytokines and chemokines. Interleukin 10 is increased in the cellum. What is the role of interleukin 10? Interleukin 10 can enter the macrophage on responsive to activation signals, down-regulating the production of the tumor necrotic factor alpha and the nitric oxide that inhibits the killing of the macrophage. Multiple antigen present in function of the dendritic cells and the macrophage are suppressed. So Leishmanian skin test or Montenegro test is negative because of the immunosuppression. Predominantly affects the organ of the reticuloendothelial system, that is the spleen, liver, lymph node, bone marrow, tonsils, and intestinal mucosa. Okay, and the clinical features: Indian subcontinent in the parts of Africa, all the ages are affected, whereas but the peak age of the Kala-Azar in India is 5 to 9 years of age. Incubation period is 10 days to 2 years, and average is 1 to 4 months. Okay, in American and Mediterranean basis, immunocompetent infants and small children and immunodeficient adults are affected. Most common presentation is appear onset of moderate to high grade of fever associated with chills and rigor. Fevers in the Kala-Azar is a periodic fever. Periodic fever means fever may continue for the several weeks with decreasing intensity, and the patient may become afebrile for a short period before experiencing another bout of fever. Okay, spleen. In spleen, we have splenomegaly. Splenomegaly mostly occurs in the second weeks, maybe usually in less depending on the duration of illness. Liver hepatomegaly. Liver hepatomegaly is of moderate degree. Hepatic immunotransfers increases. Serum bilirubin is increased, and hypoalbuminemia in the advanced disease, which can lead to the periodal edema and ascites. Lymph node lymphadenopathy, common in most endemic regions of the world except the Indian subcontinent where it is there. Why named Kala-Azar? Because the skin gradually develops a dark discoloration due to hyperpigmentation that is mostly seen in the brown skin individuals. In bone marrow, we have bone marrow dysfunction, that is pancytopenia. Bone marrow dysfunction, pancytopenia will lead to anemia, leukopenia, thrombocytopenia. Anemia and leukopenia are the early manifestation, whereas the thrombocytopenia is the later manifestation. Anemia may be so severe that it can cause the congenital leukopenia, can lead to the secondary bacterial infections. Example: measles, pneumonia, TB, immunodystinct and gastroenteritis. Thrombocytopenia will manifest as retinal hemorrhage, epistaxis, and gastrointestinal bleeding. Other hematological manifestations are reversed albumin and globulin ratio, low WBC to RBC ratio, increased ESR, progressive leukopenia, anemia, and increased IgG level. Marked molecular increase in serum immunoglobulin is seen. Renal dysfunction is uncommon. Laboratory findings demonstrate of MS coating the smear of the tissue is the gold standard for the diagnosis of visual leishmaniasis, and the sensitivity of smears. Splenic smear is the most sensitive, then followed by the bone marrow, and followed by the lymph node. But lymph node smear is not used in the Indian Kala-Azar because in Indian Kala-Azar there is no lymphadenopathy. Splenic smear is invasive and may be dangerous in the untrained hand. So the most common aspiration is done of bone marrow. Bone marrow aspiration is commonly preferred. Lymph node aspiration not used in Indian Kala-Azar. Blood buffy coat region and bulb for the HIV infected. Culture of the tissue aspirates can be increased by sensitivity, and microscopy. In microscopy we can see the LD bodies, that is LD bodies. The LD bodies are the diagnostic form in the human hematocrit in humans, hematocrit form inside the macrophages, also known as LD bodies. Culture is done in an medium, that is McNeil, Navi, and Nicoli medium, and skin is liquid medium. Serology to detect the antibodies to the leishmania, ELISA, and immunofluorescence antibody test. In field, we use the immunochromatogram test to detect the antibodies to recommend antibodies. IK39 means K means kinesin, 39 means 39 amino acids of leishmanium infant. Sensitivity high, its specificity high in children. IK28 is used, but the disadvantage is remain positive for years, cannot be used for the measurement of cure or the detection of the relapses. And amplification test like PCR is highly sensitive, and LAMP is also sensitive only, but they are used only in the specialized laboratories. Other serological test is hypergamma-globulin, which is detected by the Napier-LDA test, and the CHOP antibody test. LDA test of Napier becomes positive after 2 to 3 months of the disease onset, and negative 6 months after the cure. Useful test for the surveillance, but not for the diagnosis. Not a specific test because positive in many chronic infections where the albumin and globulin ratio is reversed. Leishmanian test, also known as the Montenegro test, indicates the delay type of response, and it is positive in the people with a good cell immunity. However, this test is negative with the cell immunity is low, especially in the patient with the active B-cell leishmaniasis and diffuse cutaneous leishmaniasis. In leishmanian test or Montenegro test, what we do is we inject the intradermal injection of 0.1% 1 ml of leishmanian or preparation 10 to power 6 per ml was premaxicate suspended in 0.5% phenol saline or methylate on the flexure surface of the forearm. Examined after 48 to 72 hours in duration. If greater than 45 mm, then it is positive. Useful test for immunity status. Okay. Differential diagnosis includes the multiple HTBs, that is malaria, histoplasmosis, tuberculosis, brucellosis, and schistosomiasis. Other causes of the splenomegaly should be ruled out, like portal hypertension, chronic myeloid leukemia, tropical splenomegaly syndrome, and schistosomiasis. In endemic regions, if the patient presents with a fever, with the neutropenia or the pancytopenia from an endemic area, then strongly suggests the visual leishmaniasis, whereas hypergamma-globulin in a patient with a long-standing illness strengthens the diagnosis. In non-endemic areas, careful travel history should be taken when any patient presents with a fever. Treatment. General consideration: severe anemia should be corrected by the blood transfusion, and other comorbidities should be managed promptly. Treatment is complex because the optimal dose and drug and the duration vary with the individual. Despite complex recommended treatment, some patients experience relapse, most often within the 6 months. So prolonged follow-up is recommended. Pentavalent antibody compounds is the drug of choice in most of the endemic regions of the world, except the BI, where there is resistance to the antibody compounds. So the amphotericin B deoxycholic liposomal or multiphosphate is preferred. Okay, relapse is lesser with the amphotericin B. So in America, as the cost is seldom an issue, amphotericin B is the drug of choice. In US, except the amphotericin B deoxycholic and liposomal, other drugs are available only from the CDC. Pentavalent antibody compounds are of two types: sodium meglumine antibody. Sodium meglumine we have 100 mg of sodium bisaggluconate per ml, and in meglumine antibody 85 mg of sodium bisaggluconate per ml. 20 mg per kg by IV or IM for 20 to 30 days. Q rate is high in all the endemic regions except BI, where resistance is present. Okay, adverse effect are arthralgia, myalgia, and increased amyloid QT prolongation, which lead to cardiotoxicity, ventricular arrhythmia, and short and death. Chemical pancreatitis is common, usually doesn't require the discontinuation of treatment. Severe chemical pancreatitis can be seen in immunosuppressed patient. Amphotericin B is the first line of drug in the VI India. In other parts of the world where the initial antibody treatment fails, amphotericin B deoxycholate leads to adverse effects like fever with the chills, nausea and vomiting. Fever with the chills can be minimized by acetaminophen. Nausea and vomiting, which can be minimized by antihistaminics like chlorpheniramine, thrombophlebitis, and renal dysfunction and hypokalemia. Lipid formulation liposomal amphotericin B prepared over the deoxycholate because preferentially taken up by the reticular endothelial system. So very little free drug is available to cause toxicity. A large amount of drug can be delivered over a short period of time. Half-life is nearly 150 hours. Only drug approved by the Food and Drug Administration for the treatment of visual leishmaniasis. The adverse effect is mild infusion reactions, backache, and occasional reversible nephropathy. Paramycin is an immunoglycoside, so approved for the treatment of visual leishmaniasis in India. And adverse effect is same as that of the other immunoglycoside. There is reversible ototoxicity, nephrotoxicity, and tetany. Miltefosine M for mouth. It is taken by mouth, first oral compound, and it is alkyl phosphocholine. And because of its long half-life, miltefosine is prone to induce the resistance in leishmania. Cure rate is high. Adverse effect is mild to moderate. In mild to moderate adverse effect are vomiting in nearly 40% of cases, and diarrhea in 20%. Rare adverse effects severe allergic dermatitis, hepatotoxicity, nephrotoxicity, expensive and so the significant adverse effect. Base administered directly observed therapy to ensure the completion of treatment and minimize the risks of resistant induction. Contraindicated in pregnancy, and unless the contraceptive measures are strictly adhered to for at least 3 months after the treatment in the women of childbearing age because of the teratogenicity in rat. And no drug is available for the personal prophylaxis of Kala-Azar. For future multi-drug therapy, which will lead to the better compliance and low cost associated with the shorter treatment courses and decreased hospitalization, lesser toxicity to the lower drug doses and or shorter duration of treatment, and reduced likelihood that the resistance to either agent will develop. Prognosis of treated visual leishmaniasis patient recovery quick within a week after the start of defense. There is defervescence, regression of splenomegaly, weight gain, recovery of the hematological parameters. With effective treatment, no parasite has recovered from the tissue smear at post-treatment evaluation. Other drugs that can be used for the treatment of visual leishmaniasis are sitamacoin, ketoconazole, mifeprine, allopurinol, and urea citabine. Continued clinical improvement over 6 to 12 months is suggestive of cure. A small percentage of patients relapse but respond well to the treatment with amphotericin B deoxycholate or lipid formulation. Visual leishmaniasis in immunocompromised hosts. HIV visual leishmaniasis co-infection occurs in 35 countries. Visual leishmaniasis behaves as an opportunistic infection in HIV-1 infected persons. HIV infection can increase the risk of visual leishmaniasis development by several-fold in endemic areas. Co-infected patients shows classical sign of visual leishmaniasis but atypical features due to the loss of immunity and involvement of unusual anatomical locations, example infiltration of skin, mucosa, gastrointestinal tract, lungs, and the other organs. Serodiagnostic tests may be negative in up to 50% of patients recovered from unusual sites such as bronchoalveolar lavage and Buffy code. Treatment: amphotericin B is drug of choice for HIV visual leishmaniasis co-infection, both for primary treatment and for the treatment of relapse. Total dose of 40 mg per kg administered as 4 mg per kg on the days 1 to 5, 10, 17, 24, 31, and 38 days approved by FDA. Most patients experience the relapse within 1 year. If LAMP is not accessible, pentavalent antibody compounds and amphotericin B deoxycholate can be used. because restoration of CD4 T cell count to greater than 200 per ml dose decreases the frequency of relapse. Antiretroviral therapy in addition to anti-leishmanian therapy is a cornerstone of the management of the HIV visual leishmanian co-infection. Secondary prophylaxis of the pentamidine or lipid amphotericin B has shown to delay relapses, but no regimen has been established as optimal. Thank you.